Victor's pen moved quickly across the paper as he worked on the exam. He was sitting in the hot classroom of St. Peter's Secondary School, focusing on the scholarship test in front of him. This test was his chance to escape the difficult life he had at home with his mean stepmother, Mrs. Agatha. After his mother passed away, Victor's father married her, but she was always unkind to him. She had 2 sons, Felix and David, who were not very good in school, and she hated that Victor was so smart. The scholarship was very important. It was a full scholarship to Glory International Academy, a famous school where students became great leaders. Victor's teachers believed in him and had asked him to apply. When the exam ended, Victor felt hopeful. I tried my best, he thought with a small smile. But trouble was waiting for him at home. Agatha stood in the kitchen with her arms crossed, listening to Felix complain. "Mama, Victor thinks he's better than us," Felix said. "He's always reading and winning prizes. He's making us look bad." Agatha frowned. She was tired of hearing about Victor's success. She knew the scholarship letter would come soon, and she made a plan to stop Victor from leaving. "Don't worry, my sons," she said with an evil smile. "I will handle Victor." The next week, Victor checked the mailbox every day after school. He was excited to see if the scholarship board had sent him a letter. On a rainy afternoon, the letter arrived. But Agatha was watching from the window. She quickly grabbed the letter before Victor came home. She opened it and saw that Victor had won the scholarship. Her face became angry. "So, he wants to leave us and make us look foolish," she said to herself. She decided to burn the letter. She would also tell the scholarship board that Victor didn't want it and suggest her son Felix take his place. Victor became worried when the letter didn't arrive. He went to Agatha one evening and asked, "Ma, have you seen a letter for me?" Agatha pretended to know nothing. "Maybe they changed their minds," she said. "Don't get your hopes up, Victor." Victor felt sad but didn't give up. He decided to visit the school office to ask about the letter himself. The next day, Victor went to Glory International Academy. He spoke to the secretary and explained that he had not received any letter. She checked her records and looked confused. "It says here that your guardian declined the scholarship," she said. Another student, Felix, was suggested instead. Victor was shocked. "That's not true," he said. "I didn't say no to the scholarship." The secretary looked serious. "This is unusual. Wait here. I will call the scholarship coordinator." At home, Agatha was happy about her plan. She had told Felix to prepare for the scholarship interview, and Felix was bragging to his friends about going to Glory International. But Victor was determined. He searched for clues at home. In the trash outside, he found pieces of a burnt envelope. He saw the seal of Glory International Academy on it. "She took it," Victor whispered. He felt anger and sadness. At the school office, Mrs. Oluchi, the scholarship coordinator, listened carefully to Victor's story. He showed her the burnt envelope as proof. Mrs. Oluchi frowned. "This is very serious," she said. "If your story is true, your guardian has done something wrong. Don't worry. We will investigate." A week later, a letter arrived at Victor's house. This time, it was addressed to Agatha. It asked her to come to the school for an investigation. Agatha became pale as she read it. She knew her plan was falling apart. She tried to act innocent, but Victor's determination had brought the truth to light. At the meeting, Mrs. Oluchi showed evidence of the burnt letter. Agatha tried to blame Victor, calling him ungrateful. But when Felix was asked simple questions about the scholarship, he couldn't answer. It was clear that Agatha had lied. The school decided that Victor would keep his scholarship. They warned Agatha that if she tried to interfere again, there would be legal consequences. Victor left the school office with his head held high. He had fought for his place and won. At home, Felix and David were angry, and Agatha was embarrassed. But Victor didn't care. He was ready for the new chapter of his life at Glory International Academy. As he packed his bags, he felt hopeful. He knew there would be more challenges in the future, but he also knew he could overcome them. Victor had proven that hard work and honesty would always win in the end.